Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. Faith was always an important part of his daily life, as both his grandfather and father were Baptist ministers. He thrived at a segregated high school, graduating at the age of 15 before heading off to university at Morehouse College. He did 3 years at Crozier Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania. While earning his postgraduate degree at Boston University, he met Coretta Scott, who he would then marry and have 4 children with. King and his family settled down in Montgomery, Alabama, where he became the 20th minister of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. When Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man on a Montgomery bus in 1955, the incident lit a fire under the burgeoning civil rights movement. King's experience, passion for the cause and position within the community gave him the credentials to be a leader in the 381-day boycott of the city buses. On December the 20th, 1956, the Supreme Court ruled segregated buses to be unconstitutional. This was a major victory for the civil rights cause and proved King's non-violent methods of protest could yield results. King was now a national face of the civil rights movement. He was jailed over 20 times, once stabbed in the chest. His house was bombed and he suffered relentless personal attacks on himself and his family. For a man of peaceful intentions, he unfortunately spent much of his life to target violent intent, yet the threats never stopped him. King worked tirelessly to promote the cause he so strongly believed in, and from 1957 through to 1968 he travelled almost 6 million miles, delivered almost 2,500 speeches, wrote 5 books, dozens of articles. His hard work and ability to communicate earned him such respect that he earned the ear of John F. Kennedy, who personally met with King. Of all speeches King delivered, none has stood the test of time like his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered in the Lincoln Memorial in 1963, in front of 250,000 people, both black and white. King had become such a force in America that he was named Time magazine's Man of the Year in 1963, a great achievement indeed. But it paled in comparison when in 1964 he became the youngest man ever to win the Nobel Peace Prize. While in Memphis to lead a protest of striking rubbish workers in April 1968, King delivered a rousing speech entitled "I have been to the mountaintop. It would be his last." Standing on the balcony of his second-floor room at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, King was shot and killed. In 1983, Ronald Reagan signed a proclamation that the 3rd day of every January in America would be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a public holiday to celebrate the man and what he stood for. Today we honour Martin Luther King Jr.